Warner Brothers, this is via Deadline, have done something of late in this last week, which is not cancelling.
No.
They're not cancelling something.
Okay.
Did you also see the rumors this week that Victor Zaslav, whatever his name is, he's just cutting a bunch of stuff so he could sell the company on again?
Makes sense.
So he's trying to make it like lean and as lean and like valuable as possible, and then getting rid of it.
Great.
That's another bit of
This. Hey, just so you know, this is lean and mean, and it's got no debts. But also, we're not making anything. We've cancelled everything. So if you want, is he turning this into Atari, a company that isn't anything, but it's just the thing you can put on T-shirts sometimes?
Maybe,
because I don't think people want to wear just a T-shirt that says Warner Brothers on it. I don't think it's got the cachet of Atari and the Space Invaders.
I saw an interesting thread this week and I don't have it in front of me, where a person talks about how. Actually, it was in relation to an article. I can't remember. Anyway, I read something on the internet, Mason.
Love it.
Where they're basically going back to an old school method of distribution, where their properties, they're giving away rights and distributions to for other companies to use.
Okay.
Which is like the older model that companies would do, and Disney even used to do it more, where they would give their properties over to like Netflix, for example.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
So, that's how we got the Marvel Netflix shows and all of that. But then Bob Iger realized that basically you're giving everybody all your best IP, and allowing them to grow a platform.
That's right.
So I think the article, likened it to you giving your enemy like the nuclear weapons, essentially, to destroy you. So it basically related to what's happening at Warner Brothers, whether that's what they're doing. Anyways, aside from all that, Warner Brothers are moving forward, it seems, with a Constantine sequel to the 2005 Keanu Reeves movie.
Or should we say Constantine? I say no.
Yeah,
I'm saying this version is called Constantine.
Because he's American.
Yes.
He's a goddamn Yank.
That's right.
Yeah.
Isn't this fascinating? Yeah.
It is. Now, we recently talked about this on Caravan of Garbage.
It's true, we
did. It's pretty good.
I agree,
also, it's Keanu Reeves, who is big and hot and happening right now.
That's right, yes.
He was recently in League of Super Pets. I think he was Batman or something. I don't know.
That's great. Or maybe Batman's car.
That's a different show about Batman's car.
All right.
Who plays Batman's car in that?
Don't know. Maybe Will Arnett?
Batman. No, you're thinking of Knight Rider.
Yeah.
Man's car voice.
The last recordings of Gilbert Gottfried. My goodness.
I'll find it later. Anyways, it's somebody. It's somebody famous. I can't remember who it is. Anyways, Francis Lawrence is again returning to direct. In between then and now, I think he did I Am Legend. He also did all the Hunger Games movies.
Yeah, and Mr. Keanu Reeves is returning, right?
That's right. And Akiva Goldsman, who, of course, is known for Weed Road Production.
That's right.
A studio which we stumble on every now and then.
Which sometimes produces a hidden gem, such as The Losers, but other times produces a hidden...
phlegm.
A hidden phlegm, very good, such as Jonah Hex.
Yes, that's right. J.J. Abrams is also producing along with Hannah Minghala. Mm-hmm. So it seems as if that this is actually happening for now at least.
Did it say something along the lines that Keanu Reeves is co-writing that?
I didn't see that, but I'd be open for that. Well, he's recently been doing Berserker and Berserker-related content, so that would not surprise me.
Yeah, and again, this perhaps leans into one of DC or Warner Brothers' strategies of let this, not be a connected universe. We can do,
but it could also be connected.
Could also be connected to the wider DCEU, or it could be, we can have a Constantine in the Sandman universe. We can have a Constantine in the what remains of the CW Arrowverse.
Yeah.
We can have a Constantine in this series because it was good. Do you think we will have do you think they'll bring back Rachel Weisz and she'll reveal she has a second identical sibling?
Oh my God.
Who also gets into a bit of trouble.
A
third twin? John, it's my third twin. Okay. I'm not going to question that.
This one dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a murder mystery again, John.
She's lost in a house of mirrors. You know how tricky those are to get out of.
Is it magical? No, it's regular. But, you get turned around.
That's true, you do, yeah.
Here's a question for you, though, Mason.
Go on.
It's more of a statement.
Oh, here we go.
How are you?
Oh, you want? Oh, great. That is a question.
No, I'm not really asking. It's like when you see someone, you're like, hey, how you going? I'm not really interested.
Are you asking me so that you can say how you are?
Yes.
Because I refuse to answer.
No, this is actually a question. If there was no Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves and it wasn't something that we recognized, how do you think this would be received?
By the general public?
Yeah.
Do you mean is the general public aware of other Constantine properties? Like, do they know the
sure.
TV version?
I mean, there would have been a CW and whatever, I guess. I don't know.
Now I reckon people would be like, I like the idea because it's Keanu.
Yes, I also agree, but I think there'd still be some pushback.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We've talked about this before, and like, you know, and where there's been, I'm not going to get into it, but there's been a lot of discourse about how a character might change being adapted for the screen this week. Just a big sook, you know what I mean, going on and whatever.
Hey, since we're talking about Warner Brothers and DC, I've got one bit of news.
Oh wow,
that's right. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. But this is a small element in a much larger article, but people can track this down. Warner Brothers Discovery has bigger problems than its DC search. Ooh. And it's about, the studios hunting for their own Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
They're heavily indebted, et cetera, and it's all about...
That's just regular company stuff.
Well, exactly, yeah. But my favorite part of this article, this is something I learned this week. I don't know if you know this, but it's possible that... There are two people, a Mr. DeLuca and a Pam Abdi, who are currently the acting heads of the division, the DC superhero division.
Okay.
They might end up running the DCEU sort of by default. They might just become the Kevin Feiges because they're just there and it's easier than hiring some new person.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
But here's the thing.
Internally,
yeah, but here's the thing. DeLuca, I don't have a first name here. DeLuca was a comic book collector as a kid, and years ago at New Line he made Blade and even had an Iron Man movie in development. A source says Bob Shea, the New Line chief at the time, let the option for Iron Man lapse, arguing that it didn't make sense because Iron Man was too heavy to fly.
Yeah, like a plane.
Yeah, like a plane.
Planes are too heavy to fly.
Like a hummingbird or whatever it is. A bumblebee. That doesn't make it. What is it that doesn't make sense that it flies if you don't know anything about physics?
Bee. I don't think it's true, but a bee.
It's not
that's
true, yeah.
the rumor.
Yeah. But that's interesting. I didn't know Iron Man was optioned at New Line.
No, I think we talked about it when we did the Caravan of Garbages. Right. That was like early to mid 2000s.
Yeah. But I guess they got it in a package with Blade. But I think that's fascinating that there's got to be somebody over at New Line, or they're probably retired now, who's absolutely kicking themselves that they went.
I don't think New Line could have done it well.
No, they wouldn't have done it well.
They wouldn't have done that, the version that we got. They would have done it, I don't know, I can't even think.
He would have had the roller skates. He would have had the rocket roller skates.
I'm okay with that.
He would have had
because they're like, he can't fly, he will roller skate.
He'll have a rocket pack and roller skates.
Yeah, I love it. That's very interesting. Anyway, it sounds like if they go with these people, then they've clearly got some insight into what works, I guess. Yeah. So there you go.
That was one bit of news.
Now, did you have a one bit of news last week?
Yeah.
I feel it's hotly contested. By me.
Whom?
By me right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. For those who don't know, if he doesn't bring in one bits of news, if he doesn't do it 3 times, then I get another veto.
That's true.
This is too complicated. Why
Isn't it though? Yeah.
Which means I can stop.
You can veto any part of. You can veto any upcoming fun you choose.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
You can drag this podcast down into misery if you so choose.
I get 3 at the start of every year, and I use them very quickly. And now I don't have anything. That's why the boat thing happened up top.
You started the boat thing.
Yeah, but I couldn't stop it.
That's true.